everybody, my name is Endigo, welcome to my channel. It is time for another installment of everybody's favorite series, hashtag Ask Endigo. I asked you guys to send me some questions and you guys send me questions on my community tab on Twitter at Endigo Skyborn. Go give me a follow. And I have picked out a couple that I'm gonna be answering right now. Without further ado, let's go! What was your first reaction when YouTube deleted your Coco cover? I was pissed. No, but seriously, I was mostly sad, actually. I was out shopping when it happened, and I just got really a sinking feeling like, man, they really deleted my cover of PewDiePie's hit single Coco that I spent so much time on, even censoring all the bad words to make it family friendly. Yeah, it kind of sucked, but as you probably know, I remade it, I re-recorded the lyrics, made it into a parody, kind of a diss track towards YouTube's broken algorithm, and that one's managed to stay up so far. So, you know, it's all good, but it kind of sucks. The original deleted version is still available on Spotify though, so check it out if you haven't heard it. Why did you move to Japan? Did you not like Sweden? Sorry, I don't know how to spell it. It's one E. You were close. I've been interested in Japanese culture and Japanese music, and especially like pop culture, pretty much all my life. And I always had this dream of, ever since I was a kid, like I wanted to travel to Japan when I got older, a little bit older, when I could afford it or whatever. And first I wanted to go there when I turned 18. Didn't happen. I ended up going when I was 24 our first time, and I was here for a month on tour with my band, and I immediately fell in love with the country. Like, I was like, it felt so bad to go back to Sweden after that. It kind of feels like waking up from the Matrix. It's hard to like go back to that reality when you know what else is out there, and it's hard to tell people who've never been to Japan. Like, you really have to go there to believe it, to experience, to understand it. Because I can't really describe it to anybody who hasn't been there. But if you come here, maybe you'll understand it. But like, it's such a nice place to live in. Like, it's so convenient, it is so safe, it is so cheap from a Swedish point of view. It's just wonderful, really. It's an amazing country, and I am so thankful to be able to live here. Yeah. Which software do you use to make songs? I do all of my music on either my MacBook Pro down here that I'm reading comments off, or my big beefy new desktop PC over there. And my software of choice is, I do all my music in FL Studio, previously known as Fruity Loops, which is now available on PC and Mac, so that's very convenient. Now, if you want specifics for plugins and stuff, here's a list right now. Pause the video if you want to see them all. Yeah. How much effort does it take to do your cool hair? First of all, thank you so much. I've been doing this spiky hair for like 10 years at this point, I think. There was a couple of years where I did it every day, so I've gotten really fast at doing it. Just for this video, this took me maybe 10 minutes to make, to do the styling. It used to take me way longer because I was not as good at it, but also because I had more hair then, okay? I'm getting old, man. Do you still have Mr. Poke? There he is. Yeah, he's still with me. He's part of the grand Slowpoke collection we got going on here in the house, including cool guys such as this dude. Look at this guy. This guy has traveled with me so much. I bought him in Japan like 4 years ago. Brought him back to Sweden. Brought him on tour in Europe with my band. I brought him to America. I brought him to E3 and VidCon. And honestly, I think this guy has traveled more than most of my IRL friends have. So that's pretty cool. Yay. Kind of like me when Maya tells me I can't have any more French fries for dinner. I'm like, off you go. Whee! Do you speak Japanese? Do you watch anime? If yes, what's your favorite anime? No, I don't really watch anime. I've seen some. One I saw recently that I liked was Tokyo Sinks 2020. That was pretty good. And yes, I speak Japanese. I'm not fluent, but I speak a little bit. I did pass JLPT N2 recently, so that's fun. And to prove it, I'm gonna answer the next 2 questions in Japanese, so here we go. What is your favorite movie and game? 好きな映画やゲームはどれでしょうか? という質問です。そうですね。この間ですね、ピクサーの最近ディズニープラスで放送されている映画、ソウルフルワールドという映画を最近見てて、すごい面白かったと思う。特に芸術やアーティストに対して本当におすすめしたいと思います。じゃあゲームだというと最近いろいろやってたよね。確かに僕は自分で組み立てた PC で最近いろいろやって ってて、サイバーパンクとか、原神インパクトとか、まあいろいろやってるけど、ニンテンドースイッチで、ペーパーマリオザ・オリガミキング、もともとのペーパーマリオファンにとって、本当に楽しいだ。What is your favorite prefecture in Japan to visit? そうですね。やっぱり東京に住んでいるけど、日本の中で一番好きなところはどこだというと、それは本当に関西の大阪です。特に大阪の道頓堀が好きです残念ながら日本に越してから、コロナの影響で旅行するチャンスがあまりなかったけど、コロナが終わったらまた日本のいろいろな場所に行ってみたいと思います。北海道とか札幌とか鹿児島も本当に行ってみたい。桜島みたいです。That's enough. I get really nervous speaking on camera in Japanese. I don't know why. What was your ambition when you were a kid? Love your vids from India. Thank you, India. Dude, if I'm being real, my dream has always been, like, since I was a kid, was to live in Japan and to be a full-time rock musician. So you could quite literally say that I am living the dream. I am so thankful to all these opportunities that I've gotten through YouTube, but it's like I'm like at a really weird place in my life right now because I'm living a very nice life in general, but I'm like, well, what are my dreams now? I accomplished them. What I do now? So I don't know. I'm just searching for the next big thing in my life, and I'm still looking, but I'm at a pretty fun place right now, so I'm enjoying it. Any plans on actually starting to play games yourself? So I assume you mean for a video or on YouTube or on Twitch, to which I say I did for a little bit last year. I had a mini gaming venture going on. I have a second channel here called Endigo TV, formerly known as Endigo 2, and I thought to myself, like, I like playing games, I want to try doing gaming videos. So I started doing gaming videos on Endigo TV, and I streamed on Twitch almost daily for a little bit. It was fun to do, and it was probably good for me to do, because otherwise I would have never realized that is not my passion. It's fun. It is fun. But I'm not passionate about playing games for people to watch. I might do it again at some point for fun, but I'm not gonna be like pursuing that as a career or anything. It was fun to try, and I figure, yep, this is not for me. What is your favorite Markiplier remix you made? Am I boring if I say I'm Sleeping is my favorite? I'm sleeping, I'm sleeping. Can you hear me snoring? I'm sleeping. I mean, that is like hands down probably the best remix I've done to this day. I've tried making something better a couple times, but that one's like, it just stands the test of time. I don't know, it's timeless as far as my remixes go, if I may be so vain. Would you ever consider making a remix contest for one of your songs? That is a great question. I would love to, but I am just afraid that I will announce it and nobody will apply. Like, I like to do like this kind of fan contest, but I'm always scared nobody will apply, and usually some people do. But on that note, like, if you would like me to do some kind of a remix contest or competition, anything like that, if you are a music person in any sort of capacity, leave a comment on this video so I know, because if there's any sort of interest, I might do it. Maybe. Some kind of something. It could be fun. Involve the community a little, you know. If there was another country you would want to live in outside of Japan, what would it be? Like, nowhere else? Like, I have no reason to move, really. Like, the nature is so beautiful, the food is so cheap, everything is so safe, you don't get mugged, everything is open 24/7. It's like, it's the best country to like have your daily life in. But that said, I would like to live in England at some point. I would like to live in London. I always like going to London, and I've been there a lot. I've probably gone to London more times than I've gone to Japan, ironically, even though I've spent way more time here. But London, I could live there. If like Japan disappeared from the world, I would probably move to London for a bit. What do you eat when you're hungry? I eat a lot of Uber Eats. The dish I eat the most is probably butter chicken curry, which is a super popular kind of curry that you get that is like very sweet and very spicy, and I usually eat it with a cheese naan, which is like a baked-in pizza. Like, it's a big ass bread with cheese in it. It's so like it's the best dish. It's probably not very healthy, but it's really good. I really recommend it if you can find it somewhere. If you're already in Tokyo, my favorite butter chicken curry cheese naan place are either Ganga in Nakanoshimbashi or Lotus in the Koenji area. I don't know. You'll find them on Uber Eats if you're interested. They're really good. Try them. Dan agreed to that collab you proposed in Endigo's Amazing. Will the two of you be working on that soon? Well, wouldn't you like to know? DanTDM. Full context, I did a remix of DanTDM, surprise, in December of last year, 2 months ago, in which it was a half remix and half a song where I said like, hey Dan, let's do a song together. And he reacted to it and he said, oh, well, that sounds fun. Wait, maybe we should. All I'm gonna say is he did start following me on Twitter right after that video went up. And that's all I'm gonna say. Was it actually a cat or a ferret? Oh, funny story. 2 days ago, I was out walking in the middle of the night and I suddenly saw what could only be described as a cat or a ferret leaping across the electricity wires above the street. It was like running over the road and like into the unknown. And I tried chasing after it and filming it, and it was just too fast. I got a little glimpse of it towards the end when it was like going into hiding. I'm pretty sure it was a tanuki. I sent it to some of my friends who are better with Japanese animals than I am, and I'm like, was this a cat? Like, no, it's a tanuki. Stupid. I'm like, oh. Hey Endigo, have you ever considered getting a pet in the future? If so, what kind? Yeah, so I've had a lot of cats and dogs in Sweden throughout my life, but my current apartment has like a strict no pets policy, so no can do, baby doll. That said, when I move eventually, which I probably will at some point, I like this apartment, I probably won't live here for the rest of my life, I will be looking for somewhere that has pets allowed, and if so, there will probably be a dog joining the home at some point, because I want to get a dog, and so does Maya. What is your favorite TV show? RuPaul's Drag Race. I'm a huge fan of RuPaul's Drag Race, as you probably know, and especially Drag Race UK Season 2 that is currently airing, starring Lawrence Chaney.
Lawrence Chaney! Hello, Lawrence Chaney!
I like the US series too, but the UK series is so much better. All the contestants are so much more fun, so much more down to earth, so much more dumb, and like more real. Like, I like it a lot. Any new original music coming up? You're a very talented musician. Thank you so much. Yeah, I get this question like a lot for whatever reason, like on Twitter as well, like phrased in like, hey, do you have any plans for a solo project after leaving your band? I miss hearing your rock vocals. And like, I release new music every week. This year alone, I've literally released probably more original solo music than I did during all of 2020. So yeah, it's been a really creative year. Do follow me on Spotify, because I post like, I release new rock and metal music, original stuff where I sing and shred pretty much every week. For example, I can recommend my banger hit To The Moon that I released a couple of weeks ago, which is like a Freedom Call, Hammerfall inspired like power metal Europe style anthem. It's pretty fun. It's a pretty tasty guitar solo in it too, so enjoy that. What's your top most favorite meme of all time? Do you know the way? You do not know the way. Yo, how much gel do you use for your hair? Because those spikes look wild! Zero gel. Only hairspray. Hello Endigo, what is some advice you would give to people who are wanting to start a career as a musician? In general, like good tips are learn your instrument, learn your technique, learn your scales, learn your theory. Be somewhat competent before you start releasing music. God, I can't tell you how many bands I've seen who like haven't learned how to play properly and start taking band picks and start releasing stuff, and it's just cringe. Don't be one of them. Practice and give it time and try stuff. Try different genres, try different styles, figure out what you want to do. And yeah, good luck. How do you say Endigo is best in Swedish? Endigo en best. What do you want for your birthday? Right, yeah, so my birthday is in 10 days. Which is scary. I'm turning 29, so it's my last hurrah before I'm out of my 20s and officially an old man. When I was little, I used to ask my parents all the time, like, hey mom, dad, what do you want for your birthday? And they would always be like, no, I don't really want anything. And I'm like, do you not want any birthday presents? Are you stupid? Because I always wanted birthday presents because I was a kid. But the older I've gotten, I really don't care for material stuff anymore. And my mom still asks me like, hey, what do you want for your birthday? I can mail you something from Sweden. I've just come to a point where I've realized that I don't really want stuff anymore. I have everything I need. I have my guitar, my computer, and like my plushies and my clothes. And everything else is like clutter, really. I've thrown out so much tit and tat that like fun stuff like souvenirs and whatever, but like I don't need it. It doesn't make me happy, and eventually it's all just gonna be lying on the floor, taking up space that I could have been dancing on. So, you know, what matters to me more than anything is like good memories, like good experiences. Going to a beach, going in a roller coaster, going to a nice restaurant, traveling to some crazy city and dancing with strangers. But I don't care for stuff. So in general, I like experiences and I like memories rather than things. I'm one with the universe. So anyway, those were some questions you guys sent me. Thank you for all the questions you did send me that didn't get included as well. I'm so sorry. Make sure you do follow me on Twitter or Instagram or anywhere else at Endigo Skyborn, and let me know if you want to see another video like this or if you want to see any other videos in general. Let me know in the comment down below. Thanks so much for watching. Until next time, peace! Yeah. How do you... Oh!